Good afternoon and a warm welcome to the renowned Thomas E. Robinson Stadium. My name is Bruce Swan, the Technical Director of the Bahamas Football Association, and I'll be your moderator today. I just want to welcome Mrs. Kelson Johnson Sales, Mr. Kevin Davis, assistant coach, and two of our players, Leslie St. Flor and Fyron Wilson. I want to say special welcome, sitting at the back, our Vice President, Dion Peterson, and the Deputy General Secretary, Carl Lynch. Thank you for coming to this important business here to do with Concacaf Nations League. Here we have, it's just the beginning for 6 matches in our group. We are in League B and we are in Group D. The teams that we will be playing over the next 3 months are Puerto Rico, Antigua, and Guyana. We have 2 games in September. So the first one is on the 9th, that's Saturday, where we play Puerto Rico. Then we travel to play Guyana. In October, we take on Antigua. And in November, we play Guyana and the return leg to Puerto Rico. So it's a lot, but our players have shown that they can keep up with the fight and keep up with the League B level, and we look forward to advancing this. Our sincere gratitude to Bowling by the Beach Sports Management for organizing this press conference. And we'll go straight into the press conference with the remarks from the assistant coach, Kevin Davis. After his speaker remarks, we will take questions. Mr. Davis.
Good morning. Thank you, Bruce, and welcome to all of those. Just briefly, the team has been preparing for the past couple of months. I think we're doing very well. Guys have been working very hard, putting in a lot of work. I've seen a lot of improvement between the start of the training and now. So at this moment, we are now putting the final touches on the team, getting ready for our first match on Saturday. Questions?
Is full team available?
Yes, the full team is in town.
How's that doing trying to match the guys together?
Well, most of the guys that were out of town came in on the weekend, so that's been working out very well. A lot of them were here over the summer, and we did some work over the summer with them. So now just getting them acclimatized to the final touches that we want to display on the field on Saturday.
How important is it to get this job done first year?
Well, it's always important to start off any kind of tournament fast. So a good showing this week would definitely put us in a good position moving forward. Not to say that you start off good and you can relax, but if you start off good, it puts you in a better position moving forward. It takes some pressure off of you to have to want to perform on a level that may not be attainable, if that makes sense.
What areas do you think you need to tighten up on the Saturday?
Well, all areas. There's no one particular thing that we need to tighten up on. I think we offensively, defensively, we need to do free kicks, that sort of thing. We need to work on. We need to work on all of that. So we need to tighten up on every area.
How would we look compared to previous teams that they did assemble?
This team, we don't have a lot of veteran players, so we have a mix of couple of veterans and some younger players. I think this team would stack up quite well against any team that we've put out before. The level of talent is still there, so I don't see any real fall off. If that's what, if that's something that you might expect if you don't have a lot of veteran players. But the younger players are stepping up, a lot of them in college, so they have some experience playing at a high level.
Obviously, that's what you're saying in Puerto Rico. In the 2 years ago, how was it go being with this team and the program?
But a lot of guys that was playing Puerto Rico this time didn't play in the first match, so it's been a growing process. The guys, like I said, the guys have been putting in the work. I've seen the growth in pretty much everybody, so I don't see a fall off, but I see that there's a bit of taste. Somebody kicks you down, you don't want to let them kick you again. So I think it's going to be a lot better show this time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kevin. As Kevin mentioned, that we have a group of veterans players and one of our veteran players who have been the face of Bahamas.
Putting in the work and getting ready for the tournament, for the game on Saturday. But to make sure the young players and some vets, it become very easy for us. Because we have young players now, which will be the future of the team in the near future. So it's good playing with them and it's always a challenge. But we put in the work and getting ready for the game on Saturday.
Let's go with the team now. We go over the years. You get with the younger guys now. You're one of the older ones. Let's talk about that role. How was that? How was that role change for you?
Like I said, it's challenging. As an older player on the team, I have to set example for the younger ones who's coming up. Gotta be a role model. Gotta keep them in touch on the game and stuff like that. So I bring my knowledge to the team and experience with the players. We go from there.
Your expectations for this team?
Well, my first time playing Puerto Rico, so the last time we beat 6-0 with the players who are missing from the team. We have some of the players back, so it's going to be a different game. So we're going out there, we put in a fight, and come up with
But very new to the team with his first call-up in March of this year, playing for the national senior men's team. Farron has been a stalwart, joining the ranks of the team as a leader, and we now invite him to give his remarks.
Thank you, Bruce. Good afternoon. In preparation for the team, I think we have, again, going off what Coach Kevin said, I think that we have been, like I said, putting in the work. Training 6 times, we're now at 6 times a week, 5, 6 times a week, recovery, nutrition. So we're also being looked after as well as putting in the work. So putting in the work means, yes, we're out there working hard, but also recovery time, getting nutrition, and the medicine side of things correct, because you can't perform without proper recovery. So one of the things the team's been really cognizant about is, again, training, recovery, and just making sure that we're optimal for these games. Because like Bruce said, it's 3 months, right, of training, games, travel, and it's never easy to land somewhere and play the next day. So to make sure that you end up, get all the vitamins and get everything ready to go. So they've been doing a fantastic job. covering that in regards to the leadership of Les. You know, every leader speaks differently. Les is a man of few words, as you can see, and more so action. So when he's out there, he does what he does, and we have to be cognizant and, you know, look at him because he leads by example. And so one of the key things for us as me as a, like Mr. Bruce said, as a younger player, but new to the men's national team, but older in age, I take the time to look and see what Les is doing and be able to have a little bit more. I speak, so I project what he may be showing on the guys and say, hey, like, let's do this, let's do that. And, you know, it really brings the team together, right? Because everybody perceives things differently. So, but looking forward to the games this weekend, for sure. Playing Puerto Rico Saturday and Guyana next Tuesday. It's going to be, you know, that's going to be the experience. The team is strong, the team is young, the team is healthy, and looking forward to having just a fantastic time. And coming over with a victory, of course. Right? So, any questions?
How do you feel about being one of the newcomers on the team?
Well, I've been playing with the national team, men's national team. I was 13. Not men's, like national team programs since I was 13. So I've been in and out doing college and, you know, work. So being back is refreshing, particularly coming back in March, losing all kind of weight and getting a lot of compliments. But so it's you know, it's been good to get back in the soccer shape, the soccer mindset, and just like, again, building with the younger guys who I saw grow up from toddler, now they play with men's national teams, you know. So, you know, I feel really good about it, and I think that we have something to show for it come Saturday.
How important is the support of the local community and fans for the success of the Bahamas men's national team in this match?
Well, there's a couple of roles that they play. Of course, you know, it's good to hear your Bahamian music playing while you on the field, you know, the cowbells, you know, the way that we sometimes shout at people. That's pretty humorous as well. It can keep you entertained while you're on the pitch, particularly for those that are teammates. And so it you know, plays a big role in the community as well, because again, we want younger players to, you know, get into soccer, so that we can have more players playing a bigger pool to pick from, more talent. Because, you know, it's always good. And again, it's on a Saturday. We play on a Saturday, good time for people to bring their families out and just to have a good time, right? I think the stadiums provide these foods, drinks, things to take care of the younger kids. So I think that having the Bahamian people behind us, when we go to other stadiums, man, you can't even hear yourself, right? 15,000 people in the stadium, it's like, you know, and we see Coach Dahl running around with his flag. He's our only motivation up there, and so it's, you know, it's good that we can that if the community comes out again, it builds the spirit of the team, and also. Any other questions? All right, thank you.
Thank you very much, Farah. The next speaker needs no introduction. She has, and I know she's working hard. She has. So I invite
the minister who is absent at this time, Mayor Mario Oleg, and the entire ministry staff. First of all, we want to congratulate the Bahamas Football Association on hosting such an event. It's a timely event, especially now that we're looking at focusing more. We are able to cheer on our teams now at this feeder stage and make sure that they're shooting sports and culture, not only building the individual sports, but to ensure that our team sports get highlighted as well. I would have known Leslie as a reporter, so I know when Leslie steps on the field, it's all game day for him. So I could, 78 minutes when you're tired, actually in a picture-perfect moment, kicking the ball and making sure that Team Bahamas wins. The game against Puerto Rico is an important one on Saturday, so if we are able to win that particular game and then come back on Tuesday against Guyana and then again, listen, I'm sure my minister will do more than what is mandated of him to celebrate Team Bahamas, okay? It's a journey, I know, and getting into the higher stage or the top tier of competition is not easy, but I congratulate all of the athletes who, when they step onto the field, who wear the flag of the Bahamas on their chest, that makes them supermen and women. It's not easy to be an athlete, and we all know that. So congratulations once again, and thank you so much for having us. I hope you all have no questions.
Sure. Anything the ministry will be doing to support the students?
Well, the ministry will be in the building to support Team Bahamas. We will be clad in our Bahamian colors. We do invite all of the Bahamian public to join, but there's no special thing that the ministry has done. But we will talk briefly with the Bahamas Football Association to see where we can assist them moving forward.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Johnson Seals. I think she is pleased to get off. Yeah, so it's Saturday, 6 o'clock, right here at Thomas E. Robinson Stadium. We play Puerto Rico, then the team travels on Sunday to play Guyana in Guyana. Definitely looking forward to a good game. Just some items coming up. We also have the women. The women will host my home country, Grenada, here on the 20th. And we look forward to the women joining the ranks of playing international football. And we have a special game. Puerto Rico will be hosting Antigua here on Tuesday, and that game is 7 o'clock. So thanks very much for coming. If you have any questions for me as the technical director, you're free to ask.
Just get one other question from that speaker. Playing beach on soccer and grass.
Kind of tough. It's different. You do boots and you want the sun, so it's really tough going into it. So I'm basic booster, but sometimes it's really painful. So,
Which do you prefer?
Just talk about the Nations League Cup. The Nations League give the opportunity to play teams of like high level. I'm happy to see the aim of this Nations League actually happen for the clubs.
Well, for us, the Nation League is an opportunity to expose our young talents so that professional clubs and universities can see them play. But at the same time, we would love to get someday to League A, which is playing with the big teams as the USA and Mexico, Canada, Jamaica up there. So the progression, Bahamas was in League C, progressed to League B, and the last year our objective was to maintain League B status, which we did. And this year we are looking to advance our position. We were third in our group, and this year we're looking to advance our position. So it's a good trajectory, but I am happy that we are making those moves. The team is consistently training, and that is really good for the growth of the players. Locally, we have at least 50-something players in the training squad, which gives the opportunity for younger players to continue their progression to develop into world-class soccer players.
Is this Nations League, is this a qualifier for something else after this is done? What's the next step?
Well, the next step for us is to qualify for League B. Normally, the Nations League is a qualifier to Gold Cup, but Gold Cup is not next year, the following year. So next year's Nations League would be the qualifier for Gold Cup. But for us, it's qualifying to League A. Thank you very much for being here, and we look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Stay tuned to Jurel. She will give you all the update and all the needed information to follow the Concacaf Nations League. Tickets are now available online. You can go to bahamasfa.net and you can get your tickets online, or you can purchase tickets at NSA office, which is now located at the baseball stadium. So there you have it. Tickets are $10 for kids, $20 general adults. VIP tickets $35, which comes with finger foods and drink.